It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Your Tuesday morning is now officially underway, and I hope you're feeling good. In fact, it is so good to be hanging out with you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now, some tech news. Yesterday morning on social media, we asked you the question, how often do you actually change your passwords? Now, the response was overwhelming, and there were many kind of mixed opinions on the topic. So this morning, we thought that we'd focus on passwords and whether or not you really need to update them regularly.
That's right. So the first and most important thing to remember when it comes to your password is that you need to choose a strong password in the first place. Now, the common practice is to create a password that contains at least 12 characters, and some will include symbols, capital letters, and numbers, and it should be something that you will remember, and I think that's the problem.
That is the problem. People make these complicated passwords and they forget it, and then at the end of the day choose the easy one and don't change it. But also, a big tip, don't use the word password in your password, because you'd be surprised how many people actually do this. Also, don't make a password that is kind of an obvious arrangement of keys like QWERTY 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because hackers know all the tricks in the book. They're going to figure that out.
And for those who don't know what QWERTY is, it's basically the first line on your keyboard. And also, don't use the same password for everything, and I'm unfortunately guilty of that. Now, if one account gets hacked, that means cyber criminals will have to try the same password on other accounts, which means they will probably have access to more than one account.
Then, changing your password every 3 months is recommended and definitely helps keep your account safer. I mean, it's only a small amount of effort, so why not? Just make sure that you don't make a lazy password choice and keep track of your changes so that you don't forget them. I think that's also what it comes back to, the same thing all the time.
It does. So you have to be careful, and changing your password regularly, it really isn't, I mean, it is a good thing, and studies have shown that for some people, changing your password often can lead to poor password choices, like, for example, password Jan, password Feb, password March. That's an absolute no-no. But in university, we always had to change our password, I think, every 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So play with numbers, just change it up.
Play with numbers, just remember them. Now, you can also make use of password management software. Now, there are plenty of programs out there that will generate and store strong, unique password for you to use, and you can just look out for them online. They can really help you out as well. I don't know if I'll trust them, but
Yeah, something that someone once also shared with me when it comes to remembering a password, because each thing requires a different password. They say, think of a word, and I'm going to think now of, for example, awkward. Then if you need to log into Twitter, you can say awkward Twitter, or awkward Facebook, or awkward whatever the account is, or awkward bank.
Okay, and then
Choose
add a number or a symbol.
And then whatever platform you need to log in, that's also included in your password.
Okay,
That was clever.
Well, you can let us know what you think about those tips, and also continue that conversation with regards to passwords and how important that is for you to change it every 3 months or every so often. You can let us know, #Expresso Show on our social media feeds. That's your tech news for this morning.